handle the ball in there. So have they've also got today Jack Hinchelwood playing regular left back, playing central midfield today, so he's not normally in there, so that might help us a little bit. But yeah, when you come here, it's generally a highly technical game with pace and speed, so should be a classic.
And a decent atmosphere around the Amex as well. The Forest fans away to our right hand side, plenty of them as well. A good 2,000 or 3,000 have made the long trip. Shields the ball away from Ward-Prowse and now gives it to Baliba. Baliba 25 yards out to Ruter on the edge of the penalty area. He gives it to Adingra, who drives it right across the face of goal and only just wide of the far post. From a very tight angle, Simone Adingra did not have much to work with at all. It was neat football from Brighton inside the Forest penalty area. It's probably only about 5 yards out, sort of on the edge of the 6-yard box, if you like.
They've got to ask questions of you. You've got to keep running back with them and keep doing it and doing it.
Gibbs-White trying to get on the end of this down the right-hand side, and he has done, and he's away towards the edge of the penalty area. He's wide, and he pulls it back towards Hudson-Odoi, and that's a really good block. But Hudson-Odoi goes down, and a penalty is given. It's a good challenge in the first place on the pullback from Gibbs-White, but then as Hudson-Odoi got to the ball first, I think Hudson-Odoi just got his leg in front of the Brighton man, and as the challenge came in, Rob Jones had a little think, the referee, and then said no, that is going to be a penalty. Hudson-Odoi just about got his body to the ball first from the penalty spot against Bart Verbruggen, away to our left-hand side. Wood waits, begins his run up now and strokes it low into the bottom corner, sends Verbruggen the wrong way. And in the battle of the unbeaten sides in the Premier League, it is Forest who strike first. On the break, Gibbs-White leading the charge into the penalty area. Hudson-Odoi brought down, penalty given. Chris Wood strokes it low into the bottom corner, and Forest are in front 1-0 after 12 minutes.
Cool pen from Chris Wood there, bottom left-hand corner.
Brings the ball down,
keep it,
and gives it to Milenkovic, and he gives it back to Murillo. Left-hand side of the field, turns beautifully away from Ruter and switches the ball down the right-hand side for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi with a bit of space, hits the byline and holds on to it, and now rolls it back for Gibbs-White to turn a shot towards goal first time, but straight at the goalkeeper for Bruggen. And it remains 1-0 Forest. Good football though.
Yeah, that was the ball again, diagonal from Murillo, lovely left foot. Hudson-Odoi held his width.
Well, Mitoma picks it up, sends it wide left for Estupiñán. Estupiñán gets to it, rolls it back infield for Mitoma, and Mitoma now down the left wing, hitting the byline, pulling over the cross, too deep, goes beyond everybody. Adingra though is going to have time to go and retrieve the ball right wing. Faced by Moreno, goes backwards for Van Hecke. Van Hecke, the central defender, with a cross, powerful header is in from Jack Hinchelwood from about 10 yards out, and he steers it into the far corner, and Brighton are level. It just looked as if they were building up that head of steam, and eventually they found a spare man in the penalty area. The cross from the central defender Van Hecke is headed in by the fullback usually, but playing in midfield today, Jack Hinchelwood, the 19-year-old, equalises for Brighton with 3 minutes to go until half-time. Forest with a 4-man wall plus a draft excluder down below them. Welbeck and Estupiñán stand over the free kick, which is left of centre, and it's sent in by Welbeck, and Brighton are in front. Welbeck finds the corner of the net, direct from the free kick, and Brighton have turned things round with 2 goals in 3 minutes, right on the stroke of half-time. They were behind, and now they're in front. And Nuno's half-time team talk completely changes. From a team that was winning 1-0 away, it's now a team that has to come from behind. It's Brighton 2, Forest 1. It's a 22-yard free kick. It's Wood and away from Morgan Gibbs-White, and finds a lovely ball to Mitoma down the left-hand side. Mitoma taking on Nico Williams, squares it across the edge of the box for Welbeck. Welbeck turning away from one, but can't get away from Elliot Anderson. He's still going on, and then eventually stabs his shot wide. Fire a deflection. I think it's a save in the end from Matt Sells. And that means that Ramón Sosa can come on, and the man he's replacing is going to be Elliot Anderson.
Now defenders, to be fair, like to stay in that line of thought at the back, so they don't follow Danny Welbeck back and they don't follow Ruta back, and they get turned and then they're playing with an overload in the midfield and off they go.
That's nice play by Forest, and it's got Jota Silva away. Jota Silva inside left channel with Sosa to his right, and Sosa taps in as it's squared back to him, and it's 2-2. They'll have a look to make sure that Jota Silva was onside, but as long as he was, the substitutes have combined again. It was lovely football through midfield until Morgan Gibbs-White slid the ball down the inside left channel for Jota Silva to race onto, and Silva and Sosa were away and in the clear, and Jota Silva squared it unselfishly for Sosa to tap in from a few yards out, and Ramón Sosa gets his first Forest goal and celebrates in front of the travelling supporters. And from just about out of nowhere, Forest are level with about 25 minutes played in the second half. Jota Silva helps this on nicely to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi gives it back to Jota Silva. He's got Sosa in the penalty area again. Jota Silva fires towards goal, this time from an angle near post, and it's caught by Verbruggen, who bowls it out towards João Pedro.
Wow.
What a
great tackle
that is.
That's a great tackle.
Gibbs-White. João Pedro's going down like he's been poleaxed.
Great tackle.
It's a fantastic tackle from Gibbs-White. He's taken the ball cleanly, and the Brighton fans are going crazy. Fabian Hürzeler is right in the face of Anthony Taylor, the fourth official. I think he's going to send him off.
No, not for me.
It's the second yellow card. Gibbs-White's going off. Minte into the penalty area. Milenkovic gets to it. Milenkovic turns it away out for a throw. That is 6 minutes played. 6 minutes are up. It's 2-2. And the referee puts his whistle in his mouth and says that is it. And Brighton and Forest both maintain their unbeaten records at the start of this Premier League season.